Doing? Woo! I gotta share you this beautiful view today. Okay. So welcome. Please, this is paradise. So we celebrate our anniversary for a week, and we love so much. And decide to stay another week. This is just incredible, right? So that's what I'm talking about, guys. Freedom. That's what freedom's all about. So good to see you guys. Welcome. Put down the chat where you guys coming from and why are you here. That's the most important thing is why are you here. It's all about you today. It's not about me or whoever is here. It's about you. Why are you here? So welcome. I see you. Good to see you guys again, guys. Got some of my students here. Candy, Mercy, good to see you. Shirley, Maureen, please turn on your camera. Monica, Tima, Linda, Desiree, I see you guys. I see you. So yeah, turn on your camera, guys. This is real Dr. Chau. This is not Dr. Chau AI, right? I'm real. This is me. I'm not AI generated. So and we do business with people we like and trust, right? So it's hard to like and trust somebody if you don't see them, right? The only way you can see and like them and trust them is to see them. So with that being said, put down in chat, what is your why? Why are you here? All right. Candy from New Jersey, of course. Lauren from Vegas. All right, Vegas. Been there, Maritime, Connecticut in the house. Dana from Connecticut, Tamara. All right, got a whole house here. Beautiful. Yeah, I got to share with you this mansion, man. This is like incredible. Coming from an immigrant boy from Vietnam with no English, would never think I would get here this far. So awesome to be with all you guys. And let me I gotta share it. It's all about the dream, guys. Okay, without the dream, why are we doing this? And the dream is ultimate freedom. You got me? Ultimate freedom. I'm not talking about money. Who care about you make $1 million, but you working 60 hours a week? I know a lot of people that does that. Doctor, lawyer, making 500K or even $1 million, and they work 60 hours a week and never see their family, never see their kids. What's the point? I'm working 4 hours a week. Okay, that's why I got bored, and that's why I do coaching, and I love it, right? Because you get bored after a while. After a while, you're like, what's the point of, life? The point of life, my mission is to help 1 million families get financial freedom. 1 million families break generational curses, build generational wealth, right? It's not just to me and sip margarita and be on the beach all the time. And, I was a burnout corporate employees, guys, just like you guys, okay? I climbed to the top, become a doctor, got my MBA and all that. And I found out that I lean against the wrong wall. Anybody had that experience before? You climb all the way to the top and lean against the wrong wall. Mercy can tell you she was a pharmacist too, right? After 20, 30 years of that, you get sick of it, right? I got sick of it after a few years, but it's, my heart goes out to all the people in healthcare. My wife too, 15 years nursing, right? Managed 1,000 employees, and literally like have all kind of back pain, all kind of pain because of she served all the people all her life, and now she deserves to be retired, right? And I retire her, so I'm very proud of that. And that's my biggest why. Who is your biggest why? Like, who are you willing to fight for? Because you are gonna fight for more for somebody you love than you are, right? So put down the chat. Who are you doing this for? It's your son, it's your daughters, whoever it is. I want to know. But check this out, guys. This entire palace is literally called the palace. Okay, like 3, 4, 5 balconies, 6, 7 bedroom. Just me and my wife and our little puppy. Where's the puppy at? I don't know. But anyway, we got lost in this mansion the past few days. We don't know where we're at, and it's fun. It's just fun, right? Why not? I believe we are sons and daughters of God. We are royalty. I mean, I'm sure my father's, palace in heaven is 100 times bigger and better than this, right? So why not? Why can't we deserve this? Don't let anybody tell you that you don't deserve this. Everybody, tell yourself right now, I am premium. I am a son and daughter of God. Everything the Father have is belong to me, right? So you do deserve this. And the reason why you don't have this is because you don't believe. You don't have the faith to know that you deserve this. You got me? So you got to have that faith first. You got to believe first in yourself, in in God, in doing the right thing, in getting passive income. The more I learn, the more I know that I don't know much, right? So, and if you don't have absolute freedom, I'm talking about not just money freedom, but time freedom, relationship freedom. You don't have to talk to any clients that you don't want to, and then location freedom. Literally, you can we went to Costa Rica for 3 months, right? Who does that? That's what I'm talking about. This business is the only one that give you that all the freedom. It's not just the money freedom, okay? It's the time freedom and the relationship freedom. I don't have to talk to any clients I don't want to. All my corporate, actually all my corporate companies, they never want to see me. They never want to talk to me. They talk to my manager, and they just wire me monthly income. Who wouldn't want that, right? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about freedom today. Okay? I'm talking about how to do this business. Of course, we're gonna get to that. But more importantly, why? Why are you doing this? What do you really want? Where will you travel to? Put down in the chat where you guys will travel to. What's something special would you want to do for your family? To retiring your spouse, travel the world with her. Yeah, that's my why. Be able to live wherever we want to live. Decide on last minute. You want, hey, we want to stay another week, we stay another week. We want to stay another month, we stay another month. Why not? Right? That's freedom. That's my why, right? And my why is also to help the kingdom. I am a Christian. I love God. I love helping advance the kingdom of God too, and help a lot of people to have more faith, more belief, right? In themselves, whatever your belief is. I'm not here to change that. I'm here to just inspire you to be more and do more, right? Because once you have freedom, that you can do more, right? I love that quote. I'm gonna butcher it, but let your light shine, basically, right? Yeah, the only way you can help other people is to let your light shine. Okay, that's the only way that you can really help somebody, right? It's not to shrink and to be small and think bigger, 10 times it. What if you can make your yearly income to be, what if you can triple your yearly income and you only work 4 hours a week? How many would like that? Making 20, 30,000 a month, working 4-hour work week. Why not? Hey, listen, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they make billions of dollars in their sleep, right? Why can't you and I make, 30, 40,000 a month? Like, come on. They're no different than us. They put their pants on the same way. They drink Coca-Cola, go to McDonald's too, right? So why not? All it takes is belief. 80, 90% of the time is belief, okay? All right, yeah, travel to be where you want to be, what you want to do. Amen. 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 That's right. Amen to that. Nothing's bigger than the Lord, right? So, awesome. So put down your commitment. All I ask for is your time, your undivided attention, and I don't take that lightly at all, guys. I want you guys to know that I value your time. That's why even I'm on vacation, I'm doing this, right? Because I know it will help people. That's my purpose, my passion is to help you getting what you want. So all I ask for in exchange for our time, this is free, by the way. Put the credit card away. There's nothing to sell today, right? Don't worry about it. There's nothing to say. I'm giving you value today and tomorrow, 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow, giving you as much as I can. Why? Because I know that the more I give, the more it's going to come back to me. It's not going to come from, it doesn't have to come back from you, but it's going to come from God in many other ways, right? So put the credit card away. Don't worry about that. The only offer I will offer you is I'm giving you freely my time. So all I ask for is for you to be focused. Can you stay focused for just the next hour and a half here? That's it, right? That can change your life forever. How many in here commit to do that? That's it, right? Let me see if you raise hand. All right, some amen in the chat or some heart, some like in the chat, guys. The more you participate, the more I can give you. The more I feed off of your energy. You understand that? That's why I want to give you more. So yes, absolutely. Yes, Dr. Felicia for sure. That's right. Candy for sure. Yes, Shirley, yes. Let's go. Amen. All right. So let's go. All right. So let's make it happen, guys. Okay, you in. Awesome. Awesome. And then I cannot help you if you are not coachable either. So I want you to promise me right now, say I am coachable. Okay. That's it. That's the only difference. People ask me all the time, what's the difference between my successful students who like do like 4 or 5 deals within the 30 days and make 10K a month right away and retire in their 30s versus somebody who been in the real estate for 30, 40 years and like, you know, make all kind of excuses and don't make things happen. The main big difference is being coachable. Okay. That's the biggest thing, because if you're not coachable, even if you have Michael Jordan level talent, I cannot help you, right? To say I am coachable. Awesome, right? The other thing is a good positive attitude and a giver. If you have those 3 things, those are the 3 things that we look for, that common theme in all of our successful students. They are coachable, they have a great attitude, always be positive, right? No negativity. They believe in themselves, right? And they are a giver. They are giving to the community. They're giving unconditionally, right? They're not just taker. So with that being said, let's get going. I'm super pumped for your future. I'm super pumped for your family, for your life, for everything that I'm about to share with you. So let's make it happen, guys. All right. All right. Awesome. Okay. So stay to the end, and I will give you everything I can. In my 20 years of entrepreneurship, I invested over $1 million into myself. How many here want to learn what I learned from the billionaires, right? Literally like dine and wine with them. Okay, all the multiple billionaires, many billionaires mentor my life. 20 years for me to get here to where I am. Okay, how many want this lifestyle, right? I'm here to share with you all the secrets. Okay, so stay with me to the end. The longer you stay, the more I can give you, the more I can help you. Okay, so check this out. And my only offer today, I'm gonna put it out up front. There's nothing, no cost you whatsoever. If you want to apply, for those of you who know that, you know, we come cross paths for a reason, and you're looking for mentorship and you're truly serious, you gotta apply. Accept everybody. The link to apply, go kids, whatever, right? Copy that link or register now, apply for it now. I give you an hour free of my time, free consultation call, strategy call, to see if we're a good fit. In that call, you will walk away with everything you need to know to make 6 figures income if you choose to work with us. And if you're not, no worries. I will give you as much advice as I can for free. So, okay, that value over, for me, is priceless. Okay, like absolutely priceless. But I only have 5 spots for this, because I cannot, you know, I like my life too. I like my hot wife. I don't want to just leave her. You know, it's really painful to see her out there in her bikini right now, and I'm over here. You know, I'm just kidding. Kind of, okay. So right now, 5 spots. That's it. So apply. If you know, if you're not a good fit, then I'm sorry, but I will have my advisor to give you at least 30 minutes to give you that time. So either way, you're gonna win. Okay. Listen, when I first started this journey 20 years ago, and I have a mentor that been there and done it and giving me that time, shoot, I flew all over the world to be with them. right? Some like one time I even risked my life in the snowstorm, literally, literally risked my life in the snowstorm. Got stuck in the snowstorm, no gas, nothing, and thank God for AAA saved my butt. That's how much I was thirsty for knowledge. That's how much I wanted it, and however much you wanted it, that's how much you're gonna do. That's how much you're gonna accomplish. Who in here want the freedom, right? So, so let's make it happen, guys. All right. So I'm gonna share with you everything that I went through to get to where I am, and then how you can also do it as well. Okay. So how I went from a corporate trap, corporate burnout. Who in here ever feel trapped, burnout, right? To absolute freedom without even need to own any properties. You don't need to own any properties. You don't need to have any employees, and you don't need any real estate experience either. Sounds too good to be true? I'm here to prove to you that's not. Okay, we have helped so many people, guys, so many people to do what you want to do. So there's no reason why you couldn't do it as well. So I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while. And stay to the end. I will give you the blueprint on how you can do it as well. Okay. The longer you stay, the better it's gonna get. I promise you that, because I'm gonna reward people who stay longer. Okay. So I invested over $1 million into my mindset and my strategy. Literally $1 million. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so you don't have to. Okay, you can just leverage what I learned for the past 20 years, over $1 million into myself. Okay, so make it happen here. I discovered the one vehicle that gave me absolute financial freedom. This one vehicle is corporate housing, insurance housing. And I learned from the right people. No matter what, I refuse to give up, right? That is the key too. Learn from the right people and refuse to give up, okay? So, who did I learn from? Y'all heard of billionaire Tony Robbins, right? Coach millions of people all over the nation. You heard of Grant Cardone, billionaire, owned about 10,000 units, right? Or Sir Richard Branson, who owned Virgin Airline, owned all kind of Virgin Record. He worth about $5 billion. I literally played chess with him at his island. He doesn't own a home, he owns a whole island worth about $400 million. I jumped in Tony Robbins' mansion, literally like an actual like resort. It looked like a resort. Jump his cold lunch, or I hang out with Grant Cardone on his yacht. So these are my mentors. These are who I look up to, right? Who are billionaire with a B, literally. Y'all think you can learn something from billionaires just hanging out with them, being around their presence, okay? Right? Do you think they can hang out with people who are, not the real deal? Or you think that they're gonna give you the real deal if they're gonna invite you to their home, right? I'm like the only Airbnb coach, real estate coach that I know of that can say I actually get like super close to all of these 3 billionaires, literally in their home, okay? I like, they actually know me personally and willing to mentor me. And I'm super proud of that because I worked super hard to get that. And that's to show you that I am legit, okay? To show you that, hey, you can do this as well. To really inspire you, not to show up or anything like that, but to really inspire you that if an immigrant boy from Vietnam with no connection, no English, grew up in the ghetto, can hang out with these billionaires now and call them as my mentor and my friend, where can you go? Where your kids can go, right? Sometimes I wish I was born in America, with nice parents like you guys that laid a foundation for me. Imagine where I would be. I'd probably be, 100 times what I've done so far. But it's not just about me, it's what I can do for the community. So for example, these 2 students met in our community and they did a couple of deals and they replaced their income right away, okay? And congratulations for that, right? Or do you guys want insurance booking that will pay upfront? They pay 3 months, sometimes 6 months upfront. Now that's money right there. They pay double the market rent. 3 months, 6 months upfront. Isn't that amazing or what, right? Cha-ching, right? Exactly, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That's freedom, okay? Or who in here are moms, mothers, right? My hat go out to all the moms out there, big time. Okay, I don't know how you guys does it. We guys have it easy. Okay, you guys have a full-time job managing the kids, another full-time job managing the job, another full-time job managing your husband, right? So I don't know how you guys do it, but you know, we guys never got easy. For like these two moms, they will have like Amanda have 5 kids, Ann has like 2 kids, working 40, 50 hours a week, and it's like I don't know how they're gonna like live life the way that they supposed like they want, right? Within months, literally, guy, within months, check this out, they're making 20, 30,000 a month, retire from their job, travel around the world, take all their kids with them, right? And that's what I'm talking about. That's true freedom, right? That's why I do what I do. These type of amazing life transformation. It's not just getting, it's transforming your life, your mindset, everything. So that way you know and you deserve this, that you can maintain this and pass it on to the next generation, right? You all want to leave a legacy for that, okay? And I know there's a ton of Airbnb coaching out there and all of that. I promise you, these are the stuff that nobody else is teaching, okay? Everybody, you're talking about vacation rental. For the past 10 years, I'm over here shouting, hey, don't do vacation rental. You guys hear me? You guys think I'm an Airbnb coach, and I'm like, don't do vacation rental, okay? All right? Because it's too much work, and it's not stable. It's like building your castle on sand, okay? What's the first thing people cut during the down economy? It's their vacation, right? But corporate housing is a job, it's a necessity. People still show up to their job, right? Insurance housing, people go through disaster, flood, hurricane, damages. If you go through that, knock on wood, do your family still need a home to stay in? Yes. Is that a necessity? Yes. If insurance paying, does it matter, if insurance paying, does it matter the price? No. Insurance paying. You get it? So that's why we're able to charge double the market rent. And plus, we're saving companies 50 to 80%. If you have 4 or 5 employees, is it cheaper for you to rent 4 hotels for them or 1 house? Of course, 1 home, right? So that's why it works. Make sense? And nobody else teaching this stuff. I was the only one who let a cat out of the bag many moons ago and changed a lot of people's lives and went viral. That's why I went viral, because this stuff is like, this is like very niche. You understand? I have like real estate professional who've been in the game for 40, 50 years who don't know anything about this, who invested a lot to be mentored by me, right? So anyway, my story is immigrant from Vietnam, came over here, all 4 of us sleep on 1 mattress, literally in the ghetto, and determined to achieve the American dream. Like you see this, that's our backyard. We walk out and we hit the fence. That's how big our backyard is. Okay, I will hear gunshots as I go to school. Okay, that's how ghetto the place is. All right, now, it's still, like this is us in Vietnam too. We still got more space than Vietnam. It's Vietnam. You see all these people here? We fit in that one tiny shack in the back. So very humble beginning. All right. But my journey to true freedom really began when I was like 10 years old, selling like candy in school, really. But I was just been told all my life, go to school, become a doctor, a lawyer, right? How we have been told that, to achieve the American dream. So I did just that, monkey see, monkey do sometimes. Okay. So it's like the Matrix. We've been told what we need to do and we just do it, right? We're going through the motion. So I did all of that. I did everything. It was really hard. It was like the hardest thing I ever done was to get my doctorate degree in pharmacy. Okay, and I'm proud of that. Okay, I'm proud of all my fellow medical professionals. Like can we give applause to all my medical professional out there, right? And Mercy out here and everybody, right? Big time, right? Because it takes a lot, guys, a lot. It's like the hardest degrees you can ever get, and then you don't even make that much after. You know, you think people think doctor makes so much. Well, hey, after taxes, after student loans, after everything, you know, it's like paycheck to paychecks. You know, and I'm like, what's the point? Okay. Within 1 year, I actually worked my butt up and won the Pharmacy of a Year award for a Fortune 1 company. You heard that right, Fortune 1 company, Pharmacy of the Year. And I thought I made it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take care of my family now. Absolute freedom, no worry, right? They sat me down. They gave me a 3% raise, literally 3% raise, and they cut my staff by 30%. And I was like, what's the point of all of this? Okay. And I look at my mentor who been there for 20 years and who is more frustrated, more burnout, right? Have less health. And I was like, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. So just look at the people at, at your workplace. Who's your mentor? That's where you're going to be. If you don't like it, hey, maybe change. That's why you're here. You know, hey, I'd rather live here. I'd rather do this with you guys instead of stuck in the little box all the day. You know, so anyway, but I was there, guys. I drove an hour to work, an hour home, right? I like shove lunches into my throat all day, and that's lucky if I get lunch. Many times I have skipped lunch, right? And if I want a vacation, I gotta apply for it for like 3 months, you know, and praying that I get it for like 1 week vacation. I'm like, this is like modern slavery, you know. You know, you got a roof over your head, you got to live paycheck to paycheck, you got food, you know. But if you want to take any time off, you got to like beg them for it. I'm like, why? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so there got to be a better way. And I was trapped, right? And on top of that, you know, my loved one also had to deal with cancer too. So I was like, I got to make something work fast, right? So I tried all kind of businesses since then. I tried, anybody in here tried drop shipping? Okay, multi-level marketing, day trading, open up your franchise, multi-family, big commercial deal, becoming a realtor, mortgage broker, all of that. I done all of that. Okay, why? Because I knew there was a better way, and I was like frustrated and burnt out, like rock bottom. So the challenge with all of these things that I try is they are all active income. You got to understand that. Understand that with your head. You don't want active income. You want passive income. What do I mean by active? Active is when you're still trading your time for money. You are giving up the most valuable assets, trading your life for money, right? Drop shipping, you know, hey, a lot of them say it's passive, but it's not. You're making like 10, 20 bucks a customer, a deal, a sell, and you need like thousands of the sell. You know how many, like customer service alone is a full-time job. Marketing alone is a full-time job, right? So that's why, right? And then multi-level marketing is like stalking people, stalking people in the mall, and that's what I did too. You know, call all your friends and family until they don't want to be your friends' family anymore. I did that too. That's not the way to do business, right? Day trading, okay? I made hundreds of thousands of dollars and I lost it all in a few days, many times. I'm like, no, thank you. Why? Because you are going against hundreds of professionals that their sole job is take money out of your pocket, okay? And even if you make it, you gotta spend 8 to 10 hours a day researching. It's still work, right? Franchise, opening any franchise, traditional business, dry cleaner. We did dry cleaner. We family had nail salon, hair salon, all kinds of salons. I opened a restaurant. That's the biggest mistake in my life. $400,000, 2 years to build it, to have a full-time job, managing a bunch of teenagers, work and make 50,000 a year. I'm like, what's the point? You know, because traditional business is got so much overhead. It's crazy, right? Multifamily, you know, invest in big deals. I try to do that too, but how hard is it for you to buy like 100 units apartment? It's not that easy, okay? It's really not. It's super hard. This is way easier, guys. And then you got to deal with a bunch of investors. You got to talk to a bunch of people to become investors. There's no relationship freedom. Does that make sense? That's the relationship freedom that I'm talking about. this corporate housing, insurance housing does give you relationship freedom too. You don't have to see them. You don't have to talk to them. They wire you monthly income, right? They may, yeah, you talk to them in the beginning, check them in, but after that, it's like, you know, you don't ever have to really like go have coffee with them. Like if you are a tenant, have you ever want to go and hang out with your landlord? Right? You ever like, hey landlord, I want to like, yay, you know, let's go on a yacht together. Let's go grab some coffee, grab dinner together. You know, let's hang out. No, you're like, leave me alone. You know, I wanted my privacy, and that's when you become a landlord or partner up with a landlord. Zero money down strategy, which I will cover as well. That's what give you true freedom. Does that make sense? So that's why I love this business. This is the only business that give you all the type of freedom you ever want. Become a realtor. I did that too, working nights and weekend. I'm like, after a few months of that, I'm like, what's the point? I never see my family. Even if I make like $50,000 a deal, like, what's the point? You know, mortgage broker, same thing. You know, all that stuff. Always be working, right? Lawyer, doctor, all of that. Trading your time for money. Why? You know, I don't know. That's a much better way. I'm frustrated and I was burned out. I was trapped. How many of you ever feel that way before? Or feel that now? Either you're frustrated, put out in the chat. I feel frustrated, feel burned out, feel trapped. You know, I want to see you, I want to hear you. My heart go out to you big time. I was there for the longest time, you know, many years. And because I was working full time and do a side hustle, a bunch of side hustle, so I was over like 60 hours a week with nothing to show for it. I was lost, I was miserable, and I was at rock bottom. But that is when I met somebody that gave me an epiphany. I'm forever grateful to that lady. The epiphany is, so up to this point, I try everything, right? And nothing really worked. And then I realized real estate is the way. But the challenge with real estate is what? Nobody have money to buy 10 houses, pay off cash. If you do, you don't need to be here, okay? Nobody really does that, right? You can't buy, just go out and just buy real estate, pay it off. No, it takes a lot of money, a lot of time. Like I would save up for 3 to 5 years to buy a house and making like $300 to $500 a month. I was like, I need like 30 houses to make 10,000 a month back then, which is like 20,000 a month now. If it take me 3 to 5 years to buy one house, how long would it take me to buy 30 houses? 100 years, you know? Right? Who would want to wait 100 years, 50 years, or even 20 years? The epiphany is, what if you don't have to own the property to make money from it? Okay? What if you can leverage other people's properties and make money from it? Wouldn't that be amazing? Everybody talk about, you know, leveraging other people's money, let money work for you. But what if you can leverage somebody's $1 million property and still make money from it? Wouldn't that be amazing? Let somebody else save up the money the entire life, buy the home, jump through hoops to qualify for the deal, rehabbing it, all of that, and you roll in like a boss, partner with them, split the profit. It's like light bulb, like, whoa, so simple, but it's so like, wow, I can't believe I never understand that before. Does that light bulb go off of you, right? Here's the crazy thing. Does Airbnb even own any properties, guys? Put down in the chat. Does Uber even own any cars? Put down in the chat. No, they don't. Is that crazy? And Airbnb become the biggest like hospitality company, bigger than all the other ones combined. The Hilton took 100 years, and Airbnb took 5 years to get to where the Hilton is, and now surpassed the Hilton. Why? Because the Hilton do the traditional way, right? The hard, like old school dinosaur way. Airbnb is like, why don't I just leverage your property and make money from it? We all win-win. Make sense? Now, this is not just about Airbnb. We're doing corporate housing. I want to get that clear. I have a lot of connections outside of that. We want to get off of Airbnb as much as we can. But the point, the concept here is the reason why Airbnb is so big, so fast, is because they understand how to leverage other people's property. OPP, write that down. Leverage other people's property. When you learn how to do that, you can make money magic out of thin air. You make passive income. I'd rather have $1,000 passive monthly income than $10,000 or even $50,000 a month where I have to trade my time for it. Does that make sense? Right? Because time is very limited, very scarce. Okay? When you can create that, if you can do it one time, can you do again, again, again? You see? So, long story short, after I learned this, I scale big time. You know, I scale to 20 something houses and got my freedom passively. But anyway, the old model is exchange your time for money directly. 1 hour of your life, you go X amount of dollars. Salary is even worse. You trade, you know, everything for a cap income. And then they told us to put money into a safe place, and then we can retire 40, 50 years from now. And maybe that money still be there, and maybe we can still be alive to take care of it. I'm like, okay, does that make any sense? Why would we want to wait that long? And even if that money is still there, why would you want to wait till you're 70? You can enjoy life. It doesn't make sense. You know, it's like, who here will know we're gonna even like live that long? I want to enjoy life now, right? That's why I've been retired the last 7 years, travel around the world. And you can do that as well, okay? So this money or this old model is benefiting the hedge fund manager, guys, not you. You ever wonder why all the hedge funds manager are the one who like, you know, drive Ferrari, helicopter, eat caviar, whatever we call, right? And you and I was slaving away because this plan is not for you. It's not built for you. Does anybody even know anybody who actually like become a multi-millionaire, travel around the world using this plan? You know, I'm talking about 401k, IRA, all that crap. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, but hey, it is what it is. I'm here to tell you, be fully transparent, right? Right? Anybody who actually know people actually become multi-millionaire, travel around the world with all the stuff that they invest in? Not me, no. And I know a lot of people, right? And even if they are, they can't even enjoy it until they're 60 something, 70 something. They can't even have the leg. Shoot. I mean, we have back pain and stuff in our 40s and all kind of issues, man. You know, nowadays, right? I mean, come on. The new model, this is where you want to be. Take a picture of this, share this. You want to create an equitable, scalable business where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep. Makes sense? You want to earn money while you sleep. And this is the only business I know of to earn money while you sleep. It's real estate. Every other business, you cannot earn money while you sleep. This one you can. Understand? And then you reinvest into your business, and then you have multiple streams of income. What's the holy grail to financial freedom, guys? Put down in chat. What's the holy grail to financial freedom? Is it your job? Is it your business? Is it your property? No, the holy grail to financial freedom is multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. Multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. Because real estate can make money for you in your sleep. You can leverage that. Does that make sense? Imagining instead of having your one job, you're having 10 houses right now, make you 20, 30,000 a month. You can wake up, do whatever you want to do. Make sense? And if you have one job like I did, even if I was making 6 figures like a pharmacist or a doctor, a lawyer, you know, every day I was scared that I would lose my license. One mistake can lose your license. One bad deal, one downsized company can lose your job. And because all your income is depending on one source. So for those of you who all your income depend on your job, I want to take like wake up, like take this seriously, guys. Seriously, you know, it's not for you, for your kids, your family. You gotta make it fast because time is running out. Time is our biggest enemy. We don't know how long we have, how much we have. So while you have it, make sure you scale fast. You want to have 10 houses, 10 sources of income. That's true financial security and freedom for you and your family. That's true responsibility. Does that make sense? Like the story about the talent. God gave you the one talent and the guy multiplied it to 10 talent. instead of like just dug it and save it and hoard it. You cannot save your way to wealth, guys. Nobody can save their way to wealth. You gotta multiply, you gotta invest it, you gotta circulate it. It's the flow. Get in the flow. The story in the Bible tell you that. The one guy hoard that one talent, dug in the deep, is just save it. What did God do? He take that one talent and give to a guy who went and multiply, who used his talent. Right? Same thing. That's why I applaud you guys for using your talent and to have multiple streams of income. You want to have 10 houses as fast as you can. You do 2 a month, you get there in 5 months. Or you can be a badass like one of my, a couple of my students did like 4 or 5 a month, and they retire within a couple of months. You're done. Once you had like 20,000, 30,000 a month, I mean, who need to work? Backed up by 10 houses, you're done. You're good. You get it? Even if you take you 1 a month, you get there in 10 months. Big deal. How long does it take for me to be a pharmacist? 8 years, 400K in student tuition, move across the countries, fee off McDonald's, dollar menu, Walmart, $5 chicken, Little Caesar, $5 pizza for 8 years, ramen noodles. You name it, I done it all, okay? Right? For 8 years to get what? To get a job that pay me 100K, maybe even maximum 150, 200K a year, working my butt off for the rest of my life. What's the point? Unplug from the matrix, guys. I love the matrix. I feel like I unplug from the matrix when I replace my income with my passive income, and I wake up and I don't have to work anymore, and I have money coming in more than I was making as a doctor. I'm like, pinch me. After a year of that, I truly believe, and that's when I started like coaching other people, because I know I have something special that I must share. The responsibility. You hear me? Once you have freedom, when you have success, it's a responsibility for you to share. Because all these gifts and talents is not from me, it's just from the Most High, right? And I have a responsibility to share this and help other people, okay? All right, so, and I was confused. I lost thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of dollars, closed down more than 10 Airbnbs as well. It wasn't just easy, okay? It was very hard long time ago because nobody know what the heck they were doing, you know? And I was winging it left and right. And you guys are so blessed to have the right mentors, the right community now, and everything that you have. We have the collective intelligence of hundreds of our members in our community, where if you have a question, you have an answer right away. You have a question, you have an answer right away. Don't you want that? The best practices, right? Exactly. So we did all of this. You don't have to. Okay, that's what I love about it. All right, because I had no mentor, I had no support group, no help with our little stuff that come up in this business, right? But even with that, I scaled to 20 something corporate housing, and the rest is history. Okay. Why is this different? Why is corporate housing different than just Airbnb or vacation rental? Because the clients stay for months instead of days, guys. Months, literally, literally months. So the length of stay is 30 times longer. Therefore, your workload is 30 times less, okay? You make 2 times the market rent while minimize management. You literally 2 times the market rent. Who need to do long-term rental? You make like no money, right? Even vacation rental now, you make no money because the occupancy rate is so low. They only book like weekends, right? They only book like weekends, you know? But corporate housing, they book for 3, 4, 5 months at a time. And they have 80, 90% extension rate. Make sense? So it's 10 times less management, 10 times more freedom, because the business to business is not a business to consumer transaction. You're dealing with companies that have a bunch of money, they don't know what to do with, okay? You're dealing with insurance company that have trillions of dollars that has obligated to pay when their home get damaged. Make sense? So escape regulations and a lot of tax exempt because over 30 days stay. This is not hotels. Hotel tax is crazy. Okay, this is over 30 days, so it's not considered as hotel. We'll get into that. Now disclaimer, we're not financial legal advice, it's not tax legal advice, all of that. Okay. We have built this community for a reason. So y'all want to know detail what it is and how you can do this? Who here want that? Okay. Who do you want me to analyze your property, your deal, give you a strategy, game plan, everything for free? Okay. I reserve 5 spots, 5 hours my time, an hour each for 5 special people. All you gotta do is apply, okay? And if you qualify, I give you that hour. But first come, first serve. Though once the spots are full, fill up, I can't help you anymore. You know, I gotta take time for my family and my beautiful hot wife as well. Okay, but all kidding aside, like if even if you don't have that 1 hour with me, my team, my advisor will give you at least 30 minutes of their time, okay, to advise you for free. That's my way of giving back to the community that has been helping me. I wouldn't get to where I am without you guys, okay, all your support all these years. So apply. The link is in the chat right now. And if you don't do it now, when, right? And if you don't do it at all, why are you here? You know, I know I'm, you know, pretty good looking and all of that, but hey, I'm not Netflix, okay? I'm not here to entertain, okay? You can go and watch Netflix. It's a lot more entertaining. You know, if you don't at least try, why are you even here? Does that make sense? I mean, it's crazy to me when I make this like free offer and people like don't do anything. And then they just watch me like it's a show or something. I'm like, why? You can just like go watch Netflix. It's a lot more entertaining, trust me. Okay, there's a lot of great show there. But anyway, if you're here for a reason. I would really want to encourage you, take the next step to discover how far this rabbit hole go. Okay, at least you know where it's gonna go. You know. For those who are watching me on Facebook, just DM me, send me a message, okay? And I'll give you a workout time or send you a link personally, okay? But hey, you have two choices. I'm feeling like Morpheus in the Matrix, right? I'm giving you everything that I like, a lot of things I know, right? You can take the blue pill, forget everything I said, go back to live life quiet at desperation, or you want to take the red pill and see how far this rabbit hole go. Okay, I love that movie. But anyway, we'll go into this, right? Because midterm corporate housing is so much better, 10 times better, 100 times more secure. Because if you do vacation rental right now, they're only staying for weekends, right? And then if something happened, remember COVID? Remember 9/11? Nobody was traveling. All the vacation rentals shut down within like the week. You don't want that. My company survived and thrived not because I'm great and all of that. It's because I did corporate housing. I focused on corporate clients. I was having a contract with them for 3 to 6 months at a time. Does that make sense? So that's why it's incredible. That's why I have the responsibility to share this. Make sense? So, and then the tenants, the demographic, you know, companies, they're not going to mess around. They're not going to risk the entire company existence for not paying rent, right? But individual, you go through eviction all the time. Oh, I lose a job, can't pay rent. Oh, the dog, whatever, can't pay rent, right? But with corporate, there's like no question. You have a contract in, automatic wire every month. Love that. Or families go through professionals. You know, family, they have professional insurance. Insurance will pay for that. Oh, the difference. Why do we rent, arbitrage, leverage other people's property instead of buying? It's simple. For one house that you buy, you can rent 10 houses and make money 10 times faster and 10 times bigger and 10 times better location. Who in here want to make 10 times more money, more income, 10 times easier, 10 times faster? Exactly. Because when you buy, you got to put down the down payment, you got to do the rehab, you got to jump through hoops, you got to wait forever, you got to deal with a bunch of contractors, all that mess. No, you bypass all that, let somebody else do all of that. You simply rent it or co-host it or partnering up with them, and you can do it 10 times with that, 100 times with that, right? It's a lot less risk. Does that make sense? Because when you buy, if it economy turn or you buy in the wrong place, it's gonna take forever for you to sell and buy another one, right? But when you rent, if it doesn't work out, hey, here's my 1 month deposit, here's 1 month rent, I'm out of here, right? I rent another house. Or if you are partnering up with them, hey, sorry, the partnership doesn't work, too bad, too sad, go do another deal. You're not really losing much anything, right? Does that make sense? But your reward is 10 times the risk. So always look at the risk to reward ratio, guys. That's very important. When you do a fix and flip, you're risking 100K to make 100K. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. What percentage you need to be right to make money? 100% of the time. How many here are right 100% of the time? Nobody. Do you know anybody 100% of the time right? No. Only Jesus. Okay, that's it. Okay. But when you rent, you know, you lose, the maximum lose like 5 to 10K max. You know, maybe 1 month rent, 1 month furniture. I mean, furniture is still yours. 1 month rent, 1 month deposit. You're making 10 times that though. So your reward is 10 times the risk. Does that make sense? This is a very big concept I learned from billionaires that I want to pass on to you. Okay, that make billionaires. They're always looking at asymmetrical risk to reward ratio in any deal. If it's 5 to 1, they're gonna go. They're gonna take the deal. Okay, because nothing is perfect. I'm not gonna tell you this works 100% of the time. No, I'd be lying to you. Nothing works 100% of the time. But hey, if it works, when it works, you make 10 times more. You make $10. Let's say when it works, you make, let's say 100,000. And when you lose, you lose 10,000. Is that okay? Of course, right? When it works, you make 50,000, and when it doesn't work, you're making 5,000. Is that okay? Yeah, anybody can be right 1 out of 10 times. Does that make sense? Now, our track record, our help, we are right with our students about 90% of the time. So 9 out of 10 times. And you have the risk to reward ratio 10 to 1. When you right, you make 10 times more. When you lose, you're only losing a little bit. What's there to lose? What's there to fear except for fear itself? That's why this business is like a no-brainer, guys. Literally a no-brainer. That's why I'm super excited to share this with you. And it's like blowing my mind if people don't like take action on this, because what's out there? I try everything else. I have my MBA as well. Oh, by the way, I didn't even talk about that. I have my MBA. I look at hundreds of different models. Nothing beat this. All right. I mean, you let me know. Okay. Now, here's the financial freedom formula. This is all you need to retire. How many want to have financial freedom in the next 6 months? 6 months game plan. I'm giving it to you right now for free. Get it? Take a screenshot, put this in a wall. That's all you need to do. Month 1, just do one deal. You make $2,000 a month on average in passive income. Okay. Now you're in California, you're in New York, you make more of that, but let's say average minimum $2,000 a month. Month 2, you do 2 more deals. Now you're at $6K a month. Month 3, you do 2 more deals. Now you're at $10K a month. How many here with $10K a month you can retire, travel around the world? Most people you can. 3 months. Okay. Now if that's not enough, you do 2 more a month. By month 6, you have 11 property, make you $22K a month. How many? Most people here can retire, travel around the world, right? 20-something K a month, 10 houses, backed up by real estate. You have 10 sources of income. Get it? That's absolute freedom right there. It makes sense? And not only that, it's legacy. Imagine your kids can have that. You can pass it on, right? Not only the money, but the knowledge, the mindset, everything. They can do this themselves. What if they can do 10 houses and make $20,000 a month themselves? And their grandkids can do 10. So we have a 15 years old. Our youngest student is 15 years old and have done a couple of deals, make more than most adult make, right? That's freedom. You're excited about that? You know?
That was easy.
That's awesome, right? And I have this easy button. I love it, right? Because why does it have to be hard, guys? Okay? The enemy want us to think it's hard. That's why nobody's doing it. It's actually pretty easy. When you have the right support, the right mindset, the right community that we have. I mean, it's like a no-brainer. We know exactly what to do when you want to do it. So why are we different from other Airbnb gurus that they don't tell you? Okay? Because we understand leverage. We understand corporate company. We understand business to business instead of business to consumer. Like all the people who do vacation rental out there, I love you guys. Thank God for vacation rental, right? However, it's a building castle on sand. It's not building on solid foundation. One wind, one storm is wiped away. Remember COVID? All of the vacation rental billion-dollar companies shut down overnight. My company survived and thrived because I did corporate housing, not because I'm great, because I built it on solid foundation. That's it. It's like the Bible talks about, right? Make sense? If you know you don't listen to me, hey, don't be naive and think that another like big things like 9/11 or COVID are not gonna happen. No, it's gonna happen. Every 10 years something big happened and nobody traveling. Everybody cut. The first thing they cut is their vacation. You understand? But when you have corporate contract, actually I was benefited from COVID because all of the contract got delayed, all the projects got delayed, all the medical professional, got, more job, and we got extension, all the extensions. Without an extension is like super easy. Okay, you don't do anything, and they're like, hey, can I wire you more income every month? I just stay at the house for another 2-3 months. Of course, we love that. That's the best. Okay, so this is the 4-step method that I come up with. Fast method to make your dream come true. Number 1, find the right location. We're going to talk about that today. A, to ask to sublease. We're going to cover that. S, to set up to stand out. T, to tap into the corporate clients. Okay, so we're going to talk about all of that. But find the right location. I'm going to go into detail and get ready. I'm going to give a couple of people the opportunity for me to analyze their market. Anybody in here want me to analyze your market? Get ready, okay? When that time comes today, I'm gonna give the opportunity. The first couple of people are gonna drop in the market. That's where I'm gonna analyze. That's where I'm gonna help you for free, okay? But find the right location. People like, hey, location, location, location. But how do I find the right location? You don't need all these fancy software and make you a bunch of, cost you a bunch of money and, ADNA and all that. No, all you need is this 3 H's, which I'm going to go over in detail: highways, hospitals, and hotels. Write that down. When 2 highway intersect, guys, where attention flow, money flow, remember that. The government putting trillions of dollars into the highways, trillions of dollars, okay? They know where the money flow, right? And then where hospital, they're gonna put in hospital, okay? Hospital putting $1 billion into a deal. Don't you think they've done their research? Hotels put in hundreds of millions of dollars into a deal. Don't you think they've done their research? Of course they've done the research. So if you are close by 2 highway crossing with a bunch of hotels, with a bunch of hospitals, you have a pretty good chance of success. And again, if you have a good asymmetrical risk to reward, you don't need 100% chance of success. As a matter of fact, you don't even need even 80%. Even if you are half right, and if your risk to reward is correct, you make 10 times more when you win. You lose a little bit when you lose. What's there to fear except fear itself? Okay, that's it. All right. How do you ask to sublease? Why would somebody give you their property at all? Because we're providing way more value for them. We're cleaning it every few months. We pay for it. Any maintenance under $200 a month, we pay for it, right? And we have corporate clients, so they're gonna take care of the property. Oh, guess how many evictions we had in the last 10 years doing this? Hundreds of properties nationwide. Goose egg, 0. Okay. So I said, 0, you're right. Is that crazy? Absolutely crazy, right? So these are students that become our partners, right? Everybody we help develop professional website for. Nationwide, you can see we have people from Florida, Oregon, Dallas, everywhere, Nashville, wherever you are, we have students in pretty much, and we have success in, okay? So set up to stand out. We're gonna talk about this as well. You know, people think it's too much work, or it take forever, a month to set it up. No, we have system in places that within 48 hours, when you start your lease, you get everything ready so you can start making money right away. Who wouldn't want that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we have: system, processes, best practices, connections, everything in place, so that way you can start making money fast right away. Make sense? And how you tap into the corporate clients. Again, it's all about, hey, if you want to do this yourself, I tell you how. You contact the human resource department of each of these companies, and you build a slow way, relationship after relationship, no after no, blood, sweat, and tears. Or you can just leverage everything that we have built for the past 10 years collectively. There's a collective intelligence of hundreds of members, because, you know, we know that no one person can be 100 people, right? So we have the connection, we have the everything, so we just give it to you, and boom, that's how we help brand new people with success. Okay, so the formula, we go over that in a little bit here. My one goal to help 1 million families get financial freedom. That's it. 1 million families get financial freedom, break generational curse, build generational wealth. If all this did to give you the freedom, skill set, lifestyle, is it worth it to learn the skill? For me, of course. I mean, we spent 8 years of school to learn, become a doctor, lawyer, to get a dead-end job, right? Why not? If all this did to learn a skill set that earn you 6-figure passive, would be worth it. For me, absolutely. Okay. If all this did to give you time where you just spend with your loved one, live a life of passion and purpose, it's worth it to do this. Absolutely. This is my biggest why here. This is my better half, my beautiful, hot, smoking hot wife. I wasn't lying about smoking hot, right? The supermodel, super nurse, all of that. You know, managed 1,000 employees, so she got not only, you know, the beauty, but the smart, but the kindness as well. And this is my wife. You know, to be able to take care of her, retire her, you know, in her 30s, travel around the world, and we were there for the Olympics in Paris just last year. That only happened once in 100 years. You get it? That's incredible, right? We were there for Santorini, right? We were there in the Costa Rica, trekking through the jungle. Or this is like our view here every day, pretty much at our home, on the beach, where we live, and it's amazing. So this is my why. What's your why, right? For our generation to come, okay? All right, so book a call with us if you haven't already. Links in the chat, and we will help you every step of the way, okay? You can forget everything about that I said, go back to the old way, and put money into what the system told us, 401k, IRA, and all of that. Did you know that you need $2.5 million to make 100k a year in 401k, stock market, and all of that, and 4% dividends? So, quick question. How many of you, how long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? For me, it was like never, okay? At your current saving rate, don't kid yourself, okay? If you save 50,000 a year, that will take you 50 years to get $2.5 million. How many actually save 50,000 a year? You see, that's why I say you cannot save your way to wealth, guys. You gotta understand mindset, skill set, leverage, community, mentorship, all these things. That's what gets you freedom. Why do you spend the next 50 years doing that when you can just doing this part-time? Do 1 property a month, 2 properties a month, 1 to 2 properties a month. In 5 months, you have 10 properties, and you're done. 10 properties make you 20,000 a month. That's it. That's the game plan. Get it? Then you can travel around the world. Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, said the best investment you can make is in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. Okay, that's Warren Buffett. I mean, it doesn't get better than him. So mistake you will make when you leave here, if you don't have the right community, the right mentorship, is not knowing your market, not knowing which is a good deal or bad deal, because a bad deal can cost you a ton of time, money, and fortune. A good deal can make you a ton of time, money, and fortune as well. Going at it alone, right? You don't want to do this alone. It's just like you go into, even Michael Jordan going into a basketball game by himself. Do you think he's gonna win? No, not even Michael Jordan. Why do you think you're gonna win if you're gonna do this by yourself? Doesn't make any sense. It's like going to war by yourself, man. I want an army behind me. I want a tribe. I want a whole team. If you don't have that, leverage what we have built for the last 10 years already. We already have everything set up. Just follow the system, okay? Not leveraging mentors and their lesson. Hey, the smart man learn from their mistake, or smart woman learn from their mistake. But a wise man and woman learn from other people's mistakes. That's the key. That's how I was able to retire when I was 33. It's not because I'm great, because I learned from all these billionaires that have done that and done that. That's like 30 years older than me, or that have done 10 times more than bigger than me. Or I even learned from 20 something years old that have done 10 times more than me. Not because they're younger than me, I look down on them. No, I'm like, what can I learn from everybody, right? If they've done more than me and they have a lifestyle I want, why not? My ego is not, hey, why have a big ego? It's not going to feed you, right? Or lack of accountability. I think you know it all. Wander aimlessly for years trying to find these corporate clients. Hey, we have all that covered for you, okay? So check this out. Some of my success story real quick. Blow my mind every single time I watch it. Oh, what happened to the sound, guys? You can't hear it, right? All right, don't worry. There's always a workaround. Welcome to entrepreneurship. I'm gonna go straight to our website. So, my team, drop down the testimonial page. Okay. These are a lot. We have hundreds of testimonials, guys. You guys can watch it, see it for yourself on your own time. But I'm going to share with you a couple of them right now. Okay. So let's make it happen here. So pay attention. Doesn't matter what ethnicity, where you come from. We have the first lady, if you're a single mom, pay attention. Okay, from Africa. In the middle, we have a truck driver, literally with no credentials, make 6 figures within 6 months, retire early 30s. And then at the end, we even have a teenager for you. So no excuses, right? Even if you're a mom, even if you are whatever. What's up, Jed? Good to see you, brother. We have a lot of my friends watching online as well. So awesome. So check this out, guys. You want to have this lifestyle, this freedom forever, you got to get this passive income, okay? So look, we have testimonial after testimonial, hundreds of them nationwide, okay? And all of these.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business and.
All right. Sorry, I'm up here high in the mountains. You can see beautiful view. So the internet is a little slow, but the sunset is gonna be right there, guys. Incredible sunset. I'm super excited to share this with you as well. Okay, so hopefully this will load here. Internet connection. Come on, work with me. Sorry about that. My internet connection is a little slow. All right, let's test this out. You see the screen? My team, you see the screen?
Yes, Dr. Chau.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that.
Yeah. So that's a single mom right there. Okay. And sorry, but I have to wait for it to load. But right now I can take questions. Okay, let me just wait for it to load. But yeah, let's take questions right now. Any questions? Is awesome. How much are you making now? 20,000 a month, by the way. 30,000 a month. And it's gonna take her 9 months to get there. Okay. Dolapo, how to get started into the community. The best way, you gotta apply. Yeah, book a free consultation call and then see if it's a good fit for us. We don't just accept everybody as well. So make sure that you know, you book that call and go from there. Okay. Other people with questions? Nice. Mercy have her own first contract. Congratulations. Boom. That was easy, right? Yeah, she just enrolled a couple weeks ago. Fantastic. Yes. Yes. I hear you. I hear you. Most people is like, oh, give me the tactic, give me the tactic. They don't understand. I'm giving you gold. Gold. That is the mindset. Mindset is 80% of success, guys. Mindset is 80% of success. You hear me? And most people think like, oh, give me the tactic, give me that. Hey, and you go in the wrong direction. You can work like a rat race. Like you want to be a rat, they work a rat race. You know, they work hard, they work all the time. You know, but that's not the way. Okay. It takes a lot for me to help you guys understand, break down to you, and a lot of things I just share with you. And if you don't see that, sorry, you're not coachable, and it's not a good fit for us as well. So, Mercy, I like it that you said that. I love that. Okay. All right. The first unit, yeah, I'll go over that as well. Didn't see the time. I'm on my phone. Tamara. All right. Try that link again. If not, my team will contact you. Okay. Hopefully. All right. Try. All right. Other questions? This I'm gonna go straight into how to analyze the market, the deal, and everything. So, yep. Anybody with other questions, like what we talk about, or any ahas, anything that you learn? Okay, it's very, very important. What do you learn? Okay. Can y'all still hear me? Okay. Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna go over the slides for locations, how to find the right locations. Okay. Right now, and I will help you analyze the markets too. That's always awesome. Okay, let's go over here. All right. Finding the right location, all right? Number one thing, real estate, location. You don't have the right location, doesn't matter what you do, okay? So what is the right location for corporate clients? Okay, we're gonna go over that now. Okay, good, loud and clear, perfect. Thank you for your participation. All right, we went over the difference between owning versus renting. It's a lot better. Midterm is a lot better. What we call this, all right? What states are the best for midterm rental? The bigger the cities, the better, guys. The higher the cost of living, the bigger the population, actually, the better. Why? Because there's more movement. There's more things going on. You know, people complain all the time, hey, California is so expensive. But hey, my students in California are making twice what they would make in the South or Texas, right? Because if its rent is high, when you sublease it, the formula is double the market rent. So let's say in Texas, it's, you rent a house for $2,000, or the maximum you can rent to a company is $4,000. California, the rent is $4,000, so you can rent to the company for about $8,000. You see, so inflation is actually help you when you're a landlord, right? That's what I love about this business, because of inflation. You're the landlord, the higher the inflation, the more you're gonna make anyway. Make sense? And the bigger the population, the more activities, the more eyeballs, the more money. Key factors to consider: populated and large city, okay? Up and coming cities where people are moving into. You know, one of the reasons why I do like Texas or Florida or some of the Carolinas, you know, Phoenix, all the cities that people are moving into, right? Up and coming, cities in transition. The biggest the biggest secret that you can find this is under U-Haul. The U-Haul statistic of your location. Is the U-Haul, are they building it more? Are they people moving in, or are they people moving out? Okay, that's very key. All right, so what makes the location ideal for midterm corporate housing? The 3 H's, like I mentioned earlier, right? Highways, hospitals, and hotels. Remember that. There's 3 other H's that reserve only for my students, but these are good stuff for you. When 2 highways intersect, where money flow, attention flow, money flow, hospital and hotel will congregate in those areas. They already done the research. So follow the wells, you're gonna succeed. You get it? Follow the wells, you're gonna succeed, right? You wanna avoid downtown and HOA restricted area. Okay, why? Because there's a lot of restriction. There's not enough parking, politics. Or you don't want to deal with that. You want a nice suburban neighborhood with good schools. You want single family homes, not apartment. Okay. Now you already have apartment, of course, that's okay. You can, we can maximize your return. But if you want to expand your business, hey, why not do single family home? Way much better, bigger, more space, right? More money. You have a 4-bedroom, you're gonna make way more than a 2-bedroom for the same amount of work. Does that make sense? And plus apartments, condos, got a lot of neighbors, a lot of complaints, a lot of HOAs breathing down your neck, controlling you. No. In nice suburban neighborhood, the HOAs are a lot easier. You don't have neighbors all over you, you know? All right, what are the risks with poor location choices? Low demand, low seasonality, difficulty attracting quality tenants, higher vacancy rent, decreased property value, all of that, right? So book recall, you have right. How does location impact midterm pricing? Midterm rental. So seasonality with vacation rental is huge. Like Mercy can tell you, she got probably in vacation, right? Mercy, 3 months out of the year you book solid, I'm sure, even to 6 months. But 6 months out of the year, usually most vacation rental owners struggle. you know. So all these Airbnb gurus with vacation rental showing you flash their money making 10K a month of property. Yeah, they make that for 3 months out of the year, but the rest of the year they're losing like 5K a month. They don't show you that. Does that make sense? I'm showing you 2,000 a month consistently, every single month, every single month. Does that make sense? It's the consistency that we're talking about. All right. Oversaturated area. That's why I want you guys to focus not just on Airbnb, and I want you guys to focus, get your property, get your business outside of Airbnb. Corporate clients, repeat clients, insurance clients, medical professional, IT. Because anybody and their grandma can open Airbnb, right? I had to close down a bunch of townhouses. I went everything from a 1 bedroom to a 5-6 bedroom. I can tell you the sweet spot is not condo, not townhouses, not apartments, is single family home, 3 to 4 bedroom, 2-3 bath. That's the sweet spot, okay? What are the strategy for competing in saturated markets? Number one, you do midterm, not short term, midterm. Because the length of stay is longer, so you have less headache to work with, right? And you're not doing the vacation thing where only the weekend get booked. You get actually booked for 3 months out, and then with 90% extension rate. Make sense? And you have to set up to stand out, okay? And do arbitrage instead of buy, or do co-hosting instead of buying, like we talk about, because you don't want to risk a lot of money. You want to test the market, okay? People ask me, oh, what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? Well, what if it does? No, but what if it doesn't work? Let's say you have 10 houses. Is it okay if one of them don't work? And instead of making 20,000 a month, you're making 15K a month. Is that be all right? How many in here that be all right? That's why the mindset, there is strength when you scale. There is strength when you think bigger. Make sense? I want you guys to think 10 houses, 20 houses, making 20, 30, 40, 50K a month. So that way, even if one of them don't work out, you have 9 other ones that make you money. You can sleep at night, travel around the world. Does that make sense? That is key right there. That's what I'm talking about, mindset, guys. You get it? So focus on getting 10 houses as fast as you can. You can be one of my best students who did 5 in the first 30 days with us and make 15K a month and retire on the beach the rest of his life. You know, or you think you're too busy, you can look at Anne, who is a mom with 2 kids working 50 hours a week on Ready. She did 4 deals in the first 30 days with us, make 10K a month. And 3 months later, she quit her job and traveled around the world. What is the formula? You want a formula? All the stuff right here. First month rent, first month deposit, 5 to 7K initial expense. You can buy the furniture or rent it. I would recommend buying it, but buying, you know, a slightly pre-owned furniture, but you have a good list of it, so that way you don't have to spend $20,000. You only need 7 to 9K. We're saving our clients, students, thousands of dollars on furniture, okay? And nice one too. How much do you charge the company? 2 times the market rent. 2 times the market rent. So if you rent a home for $4,000, you want to charge $8,000. You want to rent a home for $3,000, you want to charge for $6,000. Okay. Daytona, Florida. Florida is a great market. Yeah, absolutely. You want to earn an average 2 to 3K a month per home. So 5 property, you're making 10, 15K a month. 10 property, you're making 20 to 30K a month. That's it. You do one, even you do one a month. 5 months from now, you can be free. 10 months from now, you can be super free. Right. All right, formula for co-hosting. With co-hosting, you don't even need to put any money down. Co-hosting, meaning that you partner up with the landlord and bring them, be the connector. Like Steve Jobs said, be the connector, bring them corporate clients. That's it, right? So you bring them corporate clients, you don't have to put any money down. You don't even have to buy the furniture. It's their furniture. Talk to them to invest in themselves. They will invest because we doubling return on their investment, right? Double, triple their return. Why not invest in themselves? You see? Invest, you can even rent the furniture. I mean, there's so many ways that you can make it where the little risk to you is possible. This one is, now you don't make that much. You don't make 2,000 to 3,000. You make 700 to 1,600 a month, about $1,000 a month. Easy math, okay? But you're not putting any money down. You understand? That's huge. That's mean you get, if you don't put any money down and you're making $1,000 a month consistently, what kind of return is that? That's infinite return. You guys get it? Infinite return. Is that crazy? So there you go. Do that, right? And what if it take you longer than a year? Let's say worst case take you 3 years. Is it worth it to get your freedom the rest of your life? Of course it is. I mean, most people spend 10 years like I did to become a doctor and making a dead-end job. I mean, you know, invested like 400 or 500K, move across the country, you know, or you even do, if you do corporate job or any kind of job, 10 to 20 years normal for you to hit 6-figure income. I mean, guys, this, we're talking about an opportunity where you can do this within 6 months to a year. That's just insane, okay? And the best part is once you get there, you are not trading 40, 50 hours a week anymore. You're only working 4-hour work week. Why? Because this business is designed in a way where the clients don't want to see you, they don't want to talk to you, and they wire you monthly income. Where can you get that? Okay? The type of business you are in is so important, guys. Even our dentist friends, they're making 500K a year, but they have to make money every time they see a patient. If they don't see the patient, they don't make money. I mean, who in there want to work at Spirit and Blood for 10 hours a day, every day for 40 hours a week? Nobody, okay? Right? The client don't need to see you. They don't want to see you, and they wire you monthly income. And when you get big enough, you can hire a manager like I do. And if something happened, they call my manager. They don't even talk to me. I actually talked to a client was many moons ago, probably at least a few years ago. Okay, because I manage the manager now, but this is very high level stuff. But for you guys starting out, very easy to manage this. Okay, when you know what we know, like I have every system, everything, like all the answers for you, so that way you just make it happen. So this is the fast method, right? The find right location that we talk about. Okay, we're gonna talk about how to ask them to sublease next. Okay, but before we move forward, like I promised, do you success to stay on city? Yes. That's okay. You gotta have at least a medium-sized cities. Okay, medium size, like 500,000 people or something, and that's okay. You know, or go to the nearest, you know, city within 2-3 hour drive. You know, you can do that. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go over how to ask to sublet, and then we're gonna tie everything together by analyzing some deals for you. Okay. But let's see if my video actually load now. It's like forever. Oh, don't know why. Goodness. All right. So I'm going to talk about how to ask a sublet. Next. How many want unlimited properties you can leverage? Okay. In order for you to do that, you got to understand how to communicate in a way where it makes sense for the landlord. Okay. Where it's a no-brainer for the landlord. Okay. And if you understand that, then not is you be unstoppable. You be absolutely unstoppable. Okay. So I want to go over that with you. Okay. How are you gonna do that? What's the how you gonna communicate and get landlord to beg you to rent the property from you, so you can rent the property or partner with them. Okay. Because you want them to win more than you. Make sense? Okay, so let me go over here, open this up.
I was working 60 plus hours.
All right. All right, one moment here. I'll pull this up for you. There it is. All right, let me share with you some. Yeah, she can do more. 10 nice. That's awesome. And how much more? Let me share this with you. It's fun. Yeah, definitely stay in your city if you don't want to like venture out too far. Okay. Okay, let me find the slides about corporate housing. All right, mastering landlord. How to get landlord approval. What are some things you want to say to them? All right, let's make it happen. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
That was easy.
All right, you have to go to work. All right, good to see you. For those you have to go, save the link to apply to our mentorship, okay? And for those of you that gotta go, I wish you the best. Come back here tomorrow at the same time. We're gonna talk about how to set up your property as well. We're gonna review your homework tonight is find the deals. Find 10 deals for me tonight, okay? Based on the criteria, the 3 H's: highways, hospital, and hotels. And make the calls, okay? And for those of you who do that, tomorrow I will analyze every single of those deals for you, and I will even role play with you tomorrow, okay? But right now, these are the 4 things you want to talk about when you talk to the landlord. 1, we will take care of the property like it's our own because it's our business. 2, we get professionally clean every few months and we pay for it. Is that crazy? Any repairs under $200 a month, we get fixed ourselves. This is when you arbitrage the property, right? Our clients are higher caliber professional. They have well-established career. So they're gonna refuse to do anything to jeopardize their job, right? So ask the landlord, hey landlord, when I have all these, like, is there any other applicant offer you all these things? Of course not, right? Nobody else offered them all these things, right? You are, you see? So you are, like, that right there is incredible already. You get it? That right there is separating you from everybody else. You get it? So why not, right? Why not you? And why not now? Like, there's no other ways, no better way for them to do this. Like, do they want to have mom and pop? No, like, nobody want that. You get it? So we're gonna take care of everything for them, right? Well, you arbitrage. Now, if you are co-hosting, you want to mention like double or triple the market return for them while you do all the work, you know, and we'll go over that as well. But we had a 7-figure script within our community for all the students. So we have step by step, all the everything, go over all the objections too. But anyway, the myth: HOA won't agree to midterm rental. We'll find the areas where HOA do agree, where it's more lenient, or where even no HOA. There's abundance of property, okay? And some HOA allow 30 days or more rental as well. The myth: subleasing is illegal or against rental agreement. Well, it is legal actually. It's been around forever. In commercial, they call it a master lease. That's all, you know? Residential is subleasing, right? If you don't know about it, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It's been around forever. You can look it up. You know, as long as the landlord approves it, you can do it. The myth: subleasing leads to property damage or loss of control. Okay. Now, this is a corporate client, so this is amazing clients, right? You have triple insurance, so you do have control, and it's a lot better than regular rental. That's for sure. Because not only you have renter insurance, you have your company insurance, and you have the platform insurance as well, right? So that's why it's incredible. Okay, and we have the lease from the corporate client, so we do have control. Okay. Myth: it's impossible to find suitable properties for midterm rental. Just go on Zillow, look for 3-4 bedroom in the local area. Look how many pop up, hundreds of them. There's a new one every day. This is so much easier than traditional, you know, wholesaler, traditional real estate. Because you gotta imagine you calling people with traditional real estate and tell them, hey, I want to buy your property for 50% of the value, or that you work all your life for. I only can buy for 50% of what you pay for. You think they're gonna like you? No, right? But here you calling them, hey, I want to rent your property and I will clean it. We pay for it, maintaining it. We pay for it, manage it. We pay. We basically do everything for you. All you gotta do is just give it a shot. Like, I mean, no brainer. Make sense? And people are willing and able to talk to you. And they're gonna, once they know and you do one deal with them, that's all you need, right? All you need is just a few landlords, you interviewing them, not the other way around, okay? You interviewing them, okay? Because we give the landlord security and peace of mind, right? Midterm rental arbitrage is too complex and risky. It's much less riskier than buying a property. One property you buy, you can do like 7 or 8 of these arbitrage. Make sense? And you can do like 100 co-hosting. You know, there's no limit to that. It's less cost to get started, less loss if it doesn't work out. Complexity only when you don't have the proper mentorship. Okay, when you have the right mentorship, the right community, it's pretty easy. Corporate clients are difficult to attract and retain. It's true if you don't have the resources, but you do. We have tested thousands of companies, platform, build connections, hundreds of them, because not just me, it's hundreds of my members collectively for the last 10 years. You get it? Out of that, there's only a few dozens of these companies actually give you corporate clients and insurance clients, and we have the connections, the know-how for all of that, okay? Corporate clients are way easier to satisfy than vacationer, by the way. Because vacationer, hey, everything's an emergency, right? And you got to deal with the in-laws, you got to deal with all that. It's a mess. There's a lot of people. But corporate rental, you know, they go to work, they go home, they sleep, okay? They don't want to cause trouble because they don't want to lose their job. Does that make sense? But insurance family, they're very grateful for their home, from home, because their home is being renovated. So they much rather stay at the home instead of hotel. I mean, y'all know you have kids and dogs. You never want to stay in a tiny hotel room, okay? Scaling a rental business without proper property ownership is impractical. It's actually way more practical. It's 10 times faster, 10 times easier. You can test the market with little risk. Here's the crazy thing people don't think about. When you buy a property, the reason why most people, when they buy an investment property, they can only buy in C property in C neighborhood or B property in B neighborhood. They rarely ever buy A property in A neighborhood because A property is hundreds of thousands of dollars more than B or C property, right? But when you can leverage other people's property, go straight into the A neighborhood, A plus property, nice home like this, right? Why not? Why not? You make more. If the nicer the home, the more you're gonna make. Does that make sense? The nicer the area, the more you're gonna make. Same amount of work. It's actually easier for you to go and rent A property, A neighborhood, than B or C neighborhood. When you buy the property, people don't have the money to do that. They don't have the credit. They don't have the everything, all of that. So that's why it takes forever. When you understand, think outside the box, creativity and emotions are the two things that will separate you from AI. AI can do everything. Y'all want to know tactics and all of that? Just go ask AI. Like, it's easy, but AI cannot compete against your creativity and the human emotional connection. You understand? So when you learn those two things, the skies open up. Okay, that is your comparative advantage. Understand? Okay, so all right, good. We went through that. So now you know what to say, how to say, and all of that. Good. All right, now let's reward the people who stay long here. Put down in the chat a couple your market you want me to analyze for, and as promised, I will analyze it and show you some good deals here. So while you do that, I will hopefully see. Norfolk, Virginia, okay. Good.
I want to introduce somebody very
All right,
special,
finally.
amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with two little
share with you
kids.
some
Really blow my
testimonials.
mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make six-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy and grateful to have her here. Is Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Ann. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I wouldn't be able to do all that without doing the corporate housing.
I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing, with our one house. For the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time 5 hours within these last 5 months. So an hour a month, guys, honestly.
What I like is the access. Having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him for anything. You got to make time or get on their schedule, but Dr. Chau is ready to answer my call if I need character, and that's what I liked about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program. So
it has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but like you guys said, it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did. We jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner, and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand, felt like we were family. He never did a a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night, definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. This house that we got now, we rented for $1,895, I think. With the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program, and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully. Let's go.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had one property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties you have now? 6. On average, $2K a month for properties. You're making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now, I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
3,000 to 3,500 per property. So, man, you're killing it. And those 3 properties making almost 10K a month.
I started my program last September. I started with nothing, had just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about $65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau. Thank you for
All
this
right.
who sounds truly at
Let's
home.
make it happen.
My heart is in
Isn't that
peace.
amazing?
I try.
All right, guys. So book a call with us if you haven't already. Last call. If you haven't, I don't know what you're waiting for. So links in the chat for again, you gotta apply. If you got my spot, I have 5 spots available. So check out this sunset, man. It's beautiful. I'm gonna show you the sunset. Bomb. The sunset is insane. We live for sunset, guys. So check this out. Wow. Look at that. Sunset right there. Is that paradise? This is paradise on earth right here. Boom. You know? Take a moment, like breathe it in. Be grateful for this moment, right? Man, it's absolutely incredible. How many want to experience this? The words cannot describe how beautiful this place is. Okay? Incredible. Look at this beautiful mansion too. That is just absolutely awesome. Okay, all right, let's get back to business. So let's go. Okay. Norfolk, Virginia. All right, let's analyze the deal. Our people here. Norfolk, Virginia. Okay. Hold on. Let me get a little settle in here. It's hard for me to. Yeah. Sorry about that. 1 moment. Settle in my chair. Been standing. All right, let's analyze some deals. Watch the sunset. All right, Norfolk, Virginia. All right, so go in Google Map. Okay, and you want to be able to pull up the area. Norfolk, Virginia. It's funny, my wife from Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia. Okay, first thing you need to look at is highways. where are the highways intersecting, okay? Where are the highways going, okay? That's very important, okay? So, yeah, let me see if I can do this on here. Turn around. Boom. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see both. Nice. Yes, okay. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. So where two highway intersect, guys, that's where you want to be, okay? Where two highway intersect, money flow, energy flow, okay? So as you can see right here, a lot of highways. So you're gonna do a search for hospitals, okay? Do a search for hospital. Pop in the chat here, put in hospital. Boom. Loading, come on. Internet, help me out here, please. In Norfolk, Virginia. So you're gonna go hospital, hotels, highways, and healthy grocery food. That's the extra bonus for you guys. Okay. And you can see here when you look for rental, there's so many houses, right? Put 3-bedroom, 2-bath, pet friendly, single family home. Okay. And as you can see here, these just find the one that is most updated. Okay. In area that have close to hospital, highways, and hotels. Okay, so make sure you uncheck apartment, uncheck townhouses, entire place. Click on houses. Okay, So when you do that, you can see there's a ton of them, you know. Some of them even fully furnished. You see this one? They don't know what they're doing. You can easily partner up with them and make you more money. All of them. You see? There's so many of them. You see? Even like this one is huge and nice with the back port and everything. You see? Partner up with them. Co-host. Or take over, arbitrage, whatever you want to do. But there's so many deals here. Go along the water as possible. The water is your friend. Okay? Hospital is your friend. Hotel is your friend. You see? Let somebody putting 100K into these deals, make them look so nice, and you go out there and you rent it, and you sublease it for 6,000 a month instead of 3,000 a month. You see? So that's how you make 2,000 to 3,000 a month. Does that make sense? That's huge right there. You get it? That's awesome. Was that easy? That was easy. That's awesome, right? All right, I'll do one more, but you get the drift of it, okay? Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. All right. All right, so let's go to, next person was Miami, Florida. I gotta respect the people who got first dip, right? So Miami, same thing. You do this in just do this example in your state, okay? And tomorrow come back and find a deals for with me, all right? And I'll analyze the deal with you too tomorrow, same time, same place, okay? But we're gonna wrap up with Miami, Florida. Yeah. Miami, Florida. So we have a lot of student success in South Florida, right? I would not, again, avoid downtown. Just a lot of craziness in there. You want to go outside downtown. I would go, just from my experience, go north of Miami. So you're doing hospitals. You see, hospital congregate in the north area, this area here. Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood. You see how many hospitals out there? And then you put in hotels. No. Of course, there's a ton of hotels, Florida, but you can see where they are congregated at, you know. So there's a bunch of hotels, usually in where the major, like these two highway cross. There's a bunch here. There's a cluster there. There's a cluster here. You see? There's a cluster down here. You want to be close to that. So north of Miami, okay? And then close to those areas. And then healthy grocery store. So you put in healthy grocery store, Whole Food, Trader Joe, Sprouts, right? You see where they at. You see? They're along this highway here, this vein of highway. You see a bunch of Whole Food, Sprouts. You want to be along this highway. You see me? And then this cluster right here too is good. You see? So you got your circle of farmland right there. You see? So where therefore you go into Zillow and you focus on those areas, right? Same thing. Make sense? So, you know, one last time, you go over to here, and you put in Miami, Florida, boom. You know, remove boundary up to $4,000. Let's just say 3.5, single family home, houses entire place, right? Then all these blue dots are all these houses that you can leverage, right? Coral Gables is a beautiful home, of course. But go to up north, a little bit north of Miami. You see how many houses are there? How many deals are there? All you need is just a few of these, and you get freedom the rest of your life. You don't need that many. The rest of it will come from referral, you see? And if you want to go even further, sort out 4-bedroom. 4-bedroom is even better. It's a little bit pricier, but hey, if you partnering up with the landlord, who cares? I know 4,000 sounds like a lot, but you can rent to companies for 8,000. So in Florida or California, you're making like 3,000 or 4,000 instead of just 1,000 or 2,000. Versus, you know, in smaller town. You see what I'm saying? So for example, like this one, you see, they did everything. Everything looks so beautiful, right? You don't have to do all of this renovation. Look how nice this place is. They spent like $100,000 to renovate this whole place, I'm sure, right? You can go in there and either partner up with them and make $8,000, make your cut of $3,000, $4,000 a month, rent it, or you can partner up with them and split the profit. You see? They spent probably like 2 years trying to buy this, actually 5 years to save up the money to buy this, a year to buy it, a year to rehab, for them to get to this point, okay? You can just leverage it and all that hard work and then make money from day one without any money down too, by the way, if you're doing co-hosting or partnering. You see? Isn't that amazing? Incredible, right? There you go, all right? So come back here, same time, same place tomorrow, and don't leave yet. I have something very special for you. For those of you staying, I want to reward you with the last thing is a few minutes exercise, a few minutes of conditioning your mind that will change your life forever. So for those of you who are here, please put your hand on your heart or focus on this beautiful sunset. You don't have to close, you can close your eye you want, your beautiful sunset you want. And it's so gorgeous. I'm just gonna open my eyes. Usually I close my eye, but it's so beautiful. It's like paradise on earth. So imagining you being here with you and your family, right? What will you do? How you feel? What are you grateful for? Imagine 3 things that you're grateful for, okay? 3 things that you're grateful for. What is it? What are 3 things that you're grateful for? Is it your family? Is it your love, your life? This beautiful sunset right now, right? So, Rianne, make me the speaker. Because when I put speaker, I have you, so they can't see it. They can't see this beautiful sunset. Rianne, make me the speaker, or Nino, somebody. Can you guys see when you put speaker? Can you guys see me? Right, relationship, God, family, yes, amen, amen. So stay in that feeling. My team, can you make me as the speaker? Showing me, because when I put speaker, I only see Rianne. Spotlight. Spotlight for everyone. There you go. I got it. I did it myself. Spotlight. Check out this beautiful sunset. Okay. This is real. This is not freaking. This is real. Look at this mansion. Isn't that incredible? And the picture don't do justice, by the way. It's way, way more beautiful. But anyway, imagine that. And also, who are 3 people you want to bless, you want to help, that you love, that love you, okay? And then imagine giving them this lifestyle. How will you feel? How will they feel? And then lastly, visualize as if you already made it. You're making 20, 30,000 a month. You're able to live anywhere you want. This mansion like this, overlooking the sunset every day. You want, you know, travel around the world, stay in exotic location for months at a time. You want take care of your mom, dad, sister, brother, wife. Retire them. Retire my grandma too. I don't know all of the above. You can do it as well. How do you feel? What about your children? What kind of legacy you want to leave them? Right? You feel happy? Fulfilled? All you gotta do is look at Imagine looking at my beautiful wife just even earlier, waving at me. You know, she's in the pool in a beautiful bikini, enjoying the sunset now. I look forward to joining her. It made me so happy to provide for her, protect her, and able to, you know, have absolute freedom and be here with you guys, right? So embrace this feeling, guys, and do this every single day. Imagine if nothing will stop you, okay? And last call is, if you haven't already, book this call with us. It'll change your life. Again, the link's in the chat. There you go. Click on that link, apply right now. You are worth it. Know that we are here for you every step of the way, okay? So apply right now, okay? And then last thing we're gonna celebrate is if nothing will stop you. So count down with me 10 to 1 and then celebrate. And celebrate is if you have done it already, okay? So count down with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Celebrate, guys. Jump up. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Yes, 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 yes. You can do it, guys. I love you guys. Take care. All right. We see you guys on the next call. And come and join us, okay? You deserve this. You can do this as well. Much love, okay? Bye-bye. Mwah.